Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. I am here again with the one and only Miss Kennedy. We kicking it together today.
Good morning, fam.
Um, really wanted to talk to you guys. Yesterday was a historical event. Our first ever female of color at that vice president.
Say something.
And our first ever second husband. That sounds like a cheating thing, though.
I'm about to say, wait a minute.
Like, that sounds like something that you tell somebody. No, this is my second husband. This ain't the first one. This is the second one.
I can't. It's just wrong.
Now that you play back in your head, like,
sounded wrong.
yesterday was a day of importance. Today is a day of remembrance, as well as a little bit of humor. As you guys know, social media is no joke. You guys have been going in on the outfits, the many faces, the many gestures, the many performances.
The mini mittens.
That goes with outfit. I wasn't going to say nothing.
I'm sorry.
But, yes, shout out to Bernie. I hope he is now successfully worn. I can only imagine what he would have worn if he won.
Ooh.
That would have been interesting. Yeah, we gotta play that out in our head. But if you were able to tune in during the inauguration, it was a beautiful, beautiful day. A lot of firsts. I don't know about you, Kennedy, but I know about me personally. What really, 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 I had top 3 moments that I had an emotional moment. Okay, and I'm not an emotional person. I'm not, but it really motivated me to see that there is still a lot of good out in the world, y'all. Okay, first off, the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh my God, yes.
The fact that she signed it, okay, meant a lot to me. Now, a lot of people don't know. When I was in college one of my friends from high school, and we still talk here and there now, her and I was actually challenging each other to learn sign language. And so, I mean, I haven't been successful yet. I'm still learning. I know very few words, but in letters, because I sign every day with my kids. But to see a black female, okay, not just any female, but a black female who's in power and has status. Think about those who cannot, use the same abilities that we're using right now. Like, that was powerful for me. The second one, because I said I had 3. The second one was obviously no gimme, like it's right there. VP, okay? VP / old VP. Both of them slayed their outfits. Okay. But on top of that, when she got sworn in, that was a very emotional moment for me because that was a sign of hope for my children. All right. Our children, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So just beacons of hope. And moment number 3. Okay.
Number 3.
A lot of y'all don't know it, but I am a poet. So that rhymed. That rhymed. That was corny?
It was corny, but I'm getting
But it rhymed. Seeing our first ever national poet get up there and slay the way she did, y'all, I can't. Okay. So yesterday was just it was very motivational for me. Okay. I had to message my best friend. I had to ask her at that night. I was like, hey, how are you feeling after today? And which is, I think, is important that everybody does. Just reach out to somebody and ask them, how are they feeling post yesterday's events? Because some people don't know how to express those feelings. Somebody was excited, but they was like, I don't want to be excited because this is just one day. It's just one day of hope. And it's important that we take today and carry it over into tomorrow. And then we take tomorrow's hope and we carry it over into the next day. And then we just keep that cycle until we have 365 days of continued hope and guaranteed motivation. Okay. Did you have any?
For me, it was the Black Girl Magic for me. Like, yes. as a young girl growing up in a small town, I was brought up thinking that I wouldn't have a lot of opportunities. I couldn't do some of the things that the other girls could do because of, my color. But today, yesterday. I don't even know what day it is no more. I feel excited, blessed. Like, I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. It's
Yeah,
gonna be amazing.
it is truly going to be amazing because, I mean, the future is looking pretty bright right now. There's a lot of people out there. Let me go ahead and say this. There's a lot of people out there who's going to try to dim that, okay? Day one, right out the gate, they're already talking trash. They're already talking about how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. There's been false threats made. There's been, false news or fake news, as Trump would say, already thrown out there. Shade is being thrown. Wind is being cast. Whatever you want to say, all right? And my thing is, I need actions to follow those words if you really going to do it. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is, we took one day, we had a moment, we had a great moment. But what about tomorrow? And that's when I'm gonna call him Daddy Biden. Y'all gotta understand, I gotta give people nicknames for me to remember names. But in his speech, he talked a lot about respecting each other. And that's one thing that we can do continuously. Continuously respect each other. The same amount of respect I put into me, I should put into you. Because that's only fair. And I mean, that's only right. That's what the golden rule is that we live by from the Bible. Everybody loves to use it, even schools. A lot of people, they say separate school and church, right? Separate church and state, however it is. But they still use the golden rule. Think about it. Go back to school. High school, middle, elementary, pre-K, whatever primary, that's what they call it. College, okay? The number one rule in that school when you met a teacher is, if you give me respect, I will give you respect.
Facts. Big facts.
So, I mean, we've been taught this all our lives. The golden rule. They word it differently so they can apply it in school. Yeah, mind blowing, right? If you didn't know that, I hope I enlightened you just now, okay? He also talked about support, okay? He knows that a lot of people don't support him and still won't support him in the future, okay? But he says, even if you don't support me, I will respect you. Again, going back to respect, because I have a lot of people who don't support me, but I still support everybody. I respect everybody. Somebody coming to me, hey, I just dropped a new mixtape. Who going to listen to it first? Me. Hey, I just got displayed in an art gallery. Who going to see it first? Me. I mean, that's only fair. I want to see everybody succeed and win. Like I said before, there's a seat at the table for everybody. And I'm not, if I need to pull up another chair, I will. I'm not taking chairs away. I'm just adding chairs to the table. Come up, I'll cook you dinner and we can all eat from it, okay? Not really though. Because there's a lot of food allergies out there. All right. Another thing that he talked about was protection. Okay. You can take that any kind of way you want to, but I'm gonna leave that way that at. As well as perseverance. Okay. So keep going. I don't know about you.
Me?
Yeah, you. Because you're right here. I can't see them.
What about
but
What up?
in school, especially in high school, it was this one poster that just had perseverance on it. And then like some shoes or like some feet.
Yeah, they had to hang it up in the R-Row and TC classroom.
It was literally in everybody's classroom. It was like one classroom you remember out of your whole school experience that had that. Okay?
That and discipline.
But the thing is, you actually got to see perseverance in action today. Like all they do in school is just show us these posters, but they never show it to us in action. So how can I expect a kid to understand what perseverance is if I don't ever show them? The shoes don't mean nothing. They could be like, okay, is that the name of the shoe? I'm tired. I still see that picture in my head. I could probably draw it to scale. Like, give me the size of a poster board and I could draw it exactly how it looks. It's really freaky. And then he mentioned, President Biden mentioned to stand in their shoes, okay? The grass ain't always green on the other side. But the only way you'll find out sometimes, go stand in their shoes. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. So he's not saying that, it's all rainbows and sunshine now that he's in the house. But he just needs you to step in his shoes for a minute as he has stepped into ours. Okay? As she has stepped into ours. Because both of them has probably been places that we have been. Some people, oh, white boy privilege and all that. We get that. We get that. There's privilege. There's privilege of all colors. There's black people I know that has a lot of privilege. But we all got to start someplace. Why it may not all be on the same level, on the same playing field, we all got someplace to start. We all can get to that big White House. Everybody's White House looks different. So, all right. And also, one of my favorite new quotes, it would be funny if he really originally didn't say this. I'm going to Google it. But it is, of course, paraphrased to fit this occasion. President Joe Biden states that it is not the example of our power, but the power of our example. I'm going to say it again. It is not the example of our power, but the power of our example. Go back to my perseverance with the poster, right? It is not the example of our power, but the power of our example. Vice President Harris was the power of our example of what women can do. And she will be the example of what women can do. Okay? There's been plenty of women over the years who has been showing our power through example. Then you have the right wings and all those skinheads and other people out there, okay, who is just trying to give you an example of their power, not realizing they don't have any. Yeah. So I can give you an example of my power by going to the Capitol and climbing up over your wall that you have there and coming in your house and kicking my feet up on your desk and letting you know that this is my house now and I run the show. I can simply just be a power all by myself. Stand up there, get sworn in, have a whole movement, a whole group of people in the world, men too, wearing chucks and pearls on one specific day. When I tell you, there was seriously a page that somebody invited me to, and I joined it, and I participated. But people wore shirts. They had shirts made. I think Chuck Taylor, he, what's the name of that? Converse.
Yeah,
it's go. Chuck Taylor, though. Like, but that was the guy.
The Converse.
Yeah. Converse probably broke through on sales this year.
Go invest.
Okay, literally probably broke through. Because I know all those people did not own a pair of Converses and pearls. The price of pearl is going up right now. So if you are listening to my voice, take advantage. Okay, take advantage. Had a whole movement from men and women. Men, whether they be classifying a part of the alphabet mafia, are straight, are non-binary. And women of the same stereotypes, rocking pearls. You know how long it took me to find my pearls that somebody gave me a long time ago?
How long?
It took me a minute. But thankfully I remember about where it was at. I mean, dads saying that my little girl wanted me to see me wear pearls and I did it just for her. We got a woman to set an example for a guy.
Hot dog.
And that is the power of an example. That's the power. So my thing here this morning is, if you don't take anything away from what happened yesterday, take that quote with you everywhere you go. Get it tattooed on you like most people do. You can put it on the back like a tramp stamp, whatever the case may be. Don't want to put it on the back?
No, we don't do tramp stamps. That's 07, honey.
Oh, that's 07.
Yes.
I don't know what year it is. Anyways, just really think about that. It's not the example of our power, but the power of our example. Live by it. Go by it. I'm going to get that painted someplace because Kennedy is a dope artist. So she going to paint that someplace. This is going someplace on my wall, y'all. And that's the motto and mantra I'm going to live by for the rest of 2021. And hopefully he say something else to get me sparked up again so I can go to 2022. I am ready to go. When I tell you I am motivated more than ever, there's going to be more fire content for the rest of this year. And we are going harder in 2021 now. That was better than a Sunday sermon.
Which Sunday?
The first Sunday.
Oh.
And you know the pastors go hard on the
Now
first
you gotta go
Sunday.
the third Sunday. That's Youth Sunday.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that.
I just want to give a shout out to Mother Michelle, cause baby came to slay. She didn't come to play with you. Nah, hey, glory.
Michelle did her thing. Though.
Listen.
Michelle did her thing. I can't lie on Michelle. Michelle stepped out that house this morning like, "Hey y'all."
Get a little sidebar to J-Lo. She flapped that coat and she had turned around and had like that right.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, but let me not forget Lady Gaga,
Baby came in with the dove,
which was a signal of peace.
Yes.
Peace on earth, literally. Sidebar real quick. Yes, it does favor the Hunger Games
A
emblem.
volunteers tribute.
And they already said that she kind of gave them the vibes of the same. Yeah. So that was pretty funny. But she wore it. And that was a big piece. And that was a big dove. I don't know where she got that made at. I'm going to have to look that up. But it was huge for a brooch.
Poke you in the eye, you ain't careful.
But all the performances, J-Lo spitting her Spanish words there, just giving all the culture there. Woo, boy, I'm telling you what, we had sign language, we had bilingual, we
Had it all today.
had it all.
I like it.
Had it all.
John Legend. I
John
like it.
Legend
Listen.
did an excellent job.
You did that, man.
Excellent job. Oh my gosh, Katy Perry ending it with her fireworks the way she does. I like the haircut.
I like
nobody
the
most it.
flapping of the cape.
That was nice.
That cape got me. She flapped it.
Oh gosh, it was just so many performances. Garth Brooks, shout out to Garth Brooks, by the way, for wearing jeans. I've called my mom afterwards and we had an argument that I am from now ever wearing jeans and a cowboy hat wherever I go, because that's the new protocol. I loved it. It was classic, and it was classic country American, and that's what I am. That's what I am. But we're not going to keep you on here. We can ramble on and on about this all day long. But one thing that we do want to keep doing all day long is being that little angel on your shoulder, motivating you throughout the day to keep going on, keep persevering, and to keep protecting your self-worth, your mind, your body, and your spirit, as well as respecting each other, because you need to stand in their shoes just for a second and understand where they're coming from, okay? Especially in customer service, but that's for a whole nother day, all right? So if you do that, even if they don't support you, you can still respect them. You can protect your inner being as well as your outer being. You can stand in their shoes. You can persevere on. And most importantly, you can be the power of the example. As always, it's good to just be in your ear this morning to keep pushing you along. I am here kicking it with Miss Kennedy. And I, Becky D, will talk to you tomorrow morning. You all be blessed.